Because I'm like, you're laughing like I'm laughing.
Yes.
Check, check.
I can see it.
Merry Christmas.
Sunrise from the ash, no time to be last. Lie above my cracks, the night is past. My eyes overcast, my prizes in my grasp. Recognize some facts and apologize to the mass. To summarize this chapter, I normalize my acts. Vandalize my tracks, while my life is trashed. Like skies overcast, all advice is ass. The wise sit back so I can revise my tasks. Lives where I'm at, no surprise that I'm fat. Narcissists implying that I need a disguise or a mask. Or exercise to inject, emphasize what I lack. A traumatized past as a disguise in upper class. A size to a flat, like wise it's half. Optimize my pad so I don't go mad. Unwind cause I had to stabilize since I grabbed. Will I try since a lad? I lies, listen rap. Plot and extremes can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't gotta be weakness. Days will hot the Venus. Even stop the Venus can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. Days as hot as Venus. Plot and extremists can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The days will hot the Venus. Even stop the Venus can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The place as hot as Venus. They legalize my habits. Some pride wouldn't happen. You won't find me napping. It's rhyming is my passion. This time is passing. I find it to be imaginative. The styles in my basket. Fire to be elaborate. Fire cause it's fasting. Wiry like an addict. Is that all they imagine? Anxiety made me rabid. Writing's more graphic than the sight of someone flattened. Said I'm slow in traffic. As their eyes blacken. No crying or sadness. Not denying compassion. Just hiding from fascists who died on the passive. Like assassin. Typing on the tablet. Trying to make it classic. The hype of a smash it. Excited to learn past what I've seen on my practice. Before I try to get the masses. Set sights on the atlas. Spite that I'm classless. Light all madness. When I think my mind's absent, I'll rise from the ashes. Plot and extremists can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The days more hot than Venus. Even stomping behemoths can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. Flames as hot as Venus. Plot and extremists can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The days more hot than Venus. Even stomping behemoths can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. Flames as hot as Venus. Plot and extremists can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The days more hot than Venus. Even stomping behemoths can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. Flames as hot as Venus. Plot and extremists can't stop the phoenix. It doesn't got a weakness. The days more hot than Venus. Even stomping behemoths can't stop the phoenix. Shredding my weakness. My flames as hot as Venus. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with a rhyme. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with a rhyme. Though we map the stars far and near, time is keeping us trapped here. Leaping in a fast gear, freaks past nightmares, rerouting my time to further career. Instead of sleeping as it disappears, eating away at all of our years. All the years wasted, I could've played a basic. Feeling my basement, decayed as a basement. Made no replacement, displayed I'm impatient. Never paid the meal vacation, but played in the temple of the ancients. And stayed complacent till I need paid for payments. Afraid no time for entertainment. No time to get smart. Signs of enormous heart, no dimes for performing arts. Only line marks on a performance chart. So when time marks parts, you know it's time for us to start. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. We all try to wind it, nothing can survive it, succumbs to the climate, recover like a client. One world of time when discovered event horizon. Time dominates this universe, a side it might operate in reverse. Reverse the damage, disperse the baggage, avert the famine, and certain advantage, purse we disadvantage. Bring back who's gone, right those wrongs, fight the strong, night prolong, right the long, write the song, height of calm, donkey not ditty, honky from the city, and a naughty piggy, hockey's gripping, never drop the sticky, and the top is tricky, stops is slipping, rocks I'm kicking, the clock is ticking. Almost middle age, little change, minimum wage, bit of rage, a little strange is his behavior, never considered language, senses and vanquish, fucking anguish, create something to leave behind, basis hunted the rhyme. Spaces on my fucking mind, a database you might find, face becoming defined, erase the struggle and decline, disgraced by the drug and mankind, but need to erase what reminds me of hate and love combined, in these places stuck in time, as I wait for the divine. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline, sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. My enemy is time, your enemy is time, our enemy is time as we mentally decline. Sucks the energy of life, so I have to leave a memory with the rhyme. That's beaten me, no one alive needed me, reminded recently how the swine treated me. Oh, I got peacefully, won't die easily, liability legally, arrested by the greedy, decline in decency, inclined in obesity, could die immediately. I like some easy, when the guy more equally than I've been previously, denied obedience as I tried new frequencies, rock music blaring, I watch them sharing, gossips apparent, I start preparing, caught them staring when I depart for errands at what I'm wearing when I shop and bury. No one's caring how some are faring, I'm done repairing, no funds despairing, times for sharing, cupboards bare, known from despairing, I'm done comparing, insufficient funds, I'm living off crumbs, I'm spitting my puns, starfish drums, fishing with tongue, bitching because I'm come, distant and numb, don't exist in the sun, insufficient skills, consistent builds, persistent will, reminiscence of thrills is complicit with guilt, my mission is a shield, ambition concealed, to my conditions healed, I'm getting really tired, feel undesired, cheered when hired, but fear getting fired, fear was admired, lately wasn't inspired, need wheels and attire, said fear was required, after years of trying, don't appear to be flying around the sphere horizon, just sitting here surviving, not thriving, just dying, surrounded by violence, won't disappear in silence with cheer falling, I'm right, said it was a time that I said I was lining up res to fight it, instead of buying, he defends it, so I'm fighting, lessons in fighting, forget the fighting and pretend that I'm striving, perfect my writing, expression satisfying, effects and lightnings and respect is climbing, hope effects and underlying issues like I'm compiling, before my hands horrifying after it fled from the science, suspicious puns, leaving enough crumbs, spitting my puns, artificial drums, fishing with tongue, bitching because I've become distant enough, don't exist in the sun, insufficient skills, consistent bills, consistent will, reminiscence of thrills, complicit with guilt, my mission to chill, ambition concealed, to my condition conditions healed. Insufficient funds, I'm living up drums. I'm spitting my puns, starring official drums. Position with tongue, victory has become distant and numb, don't exist in the sun. Insufficient skills, consistent bills, be persistent will. Reminiscence of thrills, complicit with heal. My mission is to chill, ambition concealed, till my conditions heal.
Thank you.
There's a hole in my soul that will never be full. There's a hole in my soul that will never be full. Fill it with bulls, fill it with booze, fill it with dudes, fill it with boots, fill it with tunes, YouTube views, still unamused. Event horizon consumes all matter like a balloon gets fatter. You're in a room with a rapper, pseudo slacker, kaboom and a crapper. News make him scatter. Grew up a loser rather than produce a master. One excuse after another for my hunger. When I was younger, not a runner, but got drunker, lusty lovers, fucking mothers, thrust from under, lusted stunners, don't trust others. I'm just a sucker to upper class motherfuckers. I have suffered, I am tougher, I've recovered, still like blubber from bread and butter. Glass of wine, forget the past of mine. Can't remember fast rhymes. We gonna party one last time. It's never the last time. It's never the last time. Gluttony comforts me, never have enough, even when I'm stuffed. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. Gluttony comforts me, never have enough, even when I'm stuffed. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. Just stay away from Peter, we had a career, we volunteered instead of getting weird. Could've had a plan, could've had a band, could've rolled vans, could've had fans, could've, but here I am, a wild man, not mild mannered. Drink with my hammer, drink till I'm hammered, sink my standards, start drinking at 13, sinking after 30, over an emergency, slow at learning, though it didn't deter me, don't by burning, throwing currency, not lowering myself to burglary, to morals and uncertainty. What if I was sober, what if I was bolder, stick me for older, the weather's colder, started to look like Homer, took forever cause I'm slower, not shook, I was a soldier, can't be known for being a grower, act like a crook when I broke her, mistook me for looking older, I feel like I'm selling mail, my penalties fail like everything, hail my remedies, cause memories off the rail mentally, feel like I'll never be able to find real serenity, overindulgence on a substance, not conscious, plot destruction, God in abundance, wanna make adjustments so they can trust us, they're reluctant, fuck judgment, no discussion, no budget, in a dungeon, can't plummet, earning nothing, raps redundant, that's repulsion, that triumphant, laugh for corruption, gas too much and I've had enough, tired of being judged, fired I'm fucked, fires will grudge, inspired to plunge, fire like a sponge, fly with a buff, or blow my buzz, high with bloods, drinking my lungs, cheese curse too much vodka and punch, don't disturb me till after lunch. Gluttony comforts me, never have enough, even when I'm stuffed. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. Gluttony comforts me, never have enough, even when I'm stuffed. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. Gluttony comforts me, never have enough, even when I'm stuffed. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. I have no self-control, I just wanna fill this hole. Don't want me failing, you want me failing, my career you're tailing, bosses you're emailing, petty details about me you're bailing. Wanna see me off the ledge, push me over the edge, go to the sledge, make close what I pledge. It's bullshit what you allege, more of a sense of revenge, or a mediocre wench. No fashion sense, too open to bend. The goals is getting intense, I'm for an event. I know if I bend, it might slow my descent. Don't know to a bend, I don't want to pretend that I'm close to the end. Want this hate society, so it's raised collide. Fate to confine, that I'm trained to carve vines. Ingrained to divide, was taken to reside. Make hard denied, and it's too late to decide. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a bigger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so they don't forget, but my past makes me edgy. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a bigger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so they don't forget me, but my past makes me edgy. I don't fucking trust, throat turns to rust. Smoke from the dust, I'll explode and bust. Rose once crushed, immature and rush. Tensions untouched, my soul's just claw. Tight in their fists, I have the right to exist. Like to resist, I'll fight till you miss. The like to enlist, work night shifts. My legs are total risk, despite control exists. This is my wake-up call, before I face a fall. I usually take it all, my weight isn't small. I can take insults, I'm thankful that I'm tall. Hate to brawl, but if this isn't resolved, you're laid there mauled. Face to asphalt, spraying on the walls, beat today's results. They say they're appalled, no way I'll halt. Cause my brain recalls, although my pain was solved. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, and they get slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Absolutely forget me, my past made me edgy. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, and anger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Absolutely forget me, my past is me edgy. Distrust is visible, what made you so miserable? Trusting despicable, disgusting, and pitiful. You think I'm just a typical, untrustworthy criminal. Your judgment's unforgivable, I must be formidable. Think I'm fake and fictional, it's sentence is applicable. Great traditional, it's straight to digital. Play games amazing visual. Same on individual, playing good this is all blaze with the mythical. I don't wear a pair of jeans, barely have any dreams. Who appear to be clean and stare like I'm mean. Don't care what my dreams and stare since a teen. Because you're before scream and swear at the machines. We're a drug scene, those that care are mean. Off heroin, because I has a keen or hard hair, the nicotine. Hair like Halloween, but wear it in between. Fair and a fiend, got a flare, gasoline. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a digger slash messy. I'm acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so don't forget me, my past made me edgy. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a digger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so don't forget me, my past made me edgy. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a digger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so don't forget me, my past made me edgy. They say I'm acting edgy, behavior's fast sketchy. Anger back is deadly, a digger slash messy. Acting unsteady, my back feels heavy. Rap so don't forget me, my past made me edgy. Queen 2020, shit got heavy, no one's friendly, fear infecting, full of envy for those spending, no one's lending, I'm resenting, still sending cash cause I'm renting, landlords threatening, got me sweating, holes are spreading, so I'm descending, my mind I'm protecting, don't blame where we're heading. Heartless guidelines is the darkest timeline, like a harvest skylight with a starless twilight. Hardest by night, hardest my mind, farthest from the highlight. Are we just finite, walking the fine line? Dawn to nighttime, drawn to her bright eyes, haunted by white lies. Want to be my time, got the right rhymes on the sideline. You know where the light shines, here in the darkness. Sunlight's departed, the timeline's retarded. Getting me started, before we cold-hearted, only guarded, exposed to garbage, holding pockets, only profit, only disregarded. Cold economics, controls electronics. Lowers the narcotics, I hope it's toxic. This low of chronic, my goals to stay on it. Not going highs from smoking my pipe. Gotta focus on my life, at my lowest when I type. So hopeless that I might become explosive and strike. Make bogus hype as a motorist as a start. Promoting from my device, toker in disguise. No one noticing my rhymes, so a noticeable line. Golden but alive, I'm going against time. Job postings defined, for a road with no dimes. If I can't give, then I have to take. Can't live off what I make. Been fired so many goddamn times. Motherfuckers don't care if I live or die. If I can't give, then I have to take. Can't live off what I make. Been fired so many goddamn times. Motherfuckers don't care if I live or die. avoid a rude balance, avoiding greed's challenge to leave with balance. How many bleed for a palace? Think I'm malice, I don't think I'm callous. Got to drink from salads, cause I drink from chalice. Tinkering with albums, figured I have talent. Consider myself valiant, figures are invalid. Nothing ever changes, not jumping through phases. Not running the races, my slum's in the basement. What rent is basic, not coming from places. Boss cutting wages, I'm busting in for raises. Rushing me to hasten, judging concentration. Becoming impatient, here comes my replacement. Let's compare hunger, prepare to plunder. Declare a drunker, where's the wonder? Unaware when I was younger, all I cared about was lovers. They're in the gutter, not fair to others. Take whatever is left when I'm paid. My motherfucking bumper hangs, and my number's up there with age. And my mother always nags that if I don't dump this weight, I'll be under a doctor's blade. If I make another mistake, my brother will cover my grave. A dumpster is pretty much the same. I'd be numb if I became a hunter for shit like cocaine. But I jumped that motherfucking train. Dysfunction in my life I blame on corruption from my brain. No repercussions or shame, I still function and maintain. If I can't give, then I have to take. Can't live off what I make. Been fired so many goddamn times. Motherfuckers don't care if I live or die. If I can't give, then I have to take. Can't live off what I make. Been fired so many goddamn times. Motherfuckers don't care if I live or die. Eviction order, wishing for extra quarter. Should I snitch your reporter? Cause this placement is torture. Blame conformers, blame addiction disorder. Be the flames of a corner. Your game's gonna be a mourner. Your pain will be shorter, just another feeling disorder. I hate supporter. Your fate's a fucking whore. Cause you betrayed your former. Face me border. I say to the reporter, I'm just an entertainer performer. The critic is on eviction. Inflicted with convictions, not a victim of addiction. Addictive love for friction. All these restrictions got stuck in submission. This sucks, so I'm bitching. My luck is fucking missing. There's more to give, but to the floor I slip. Been poor since a kid, now I can't afford to live. And stop if we die when they rob our supplies. Sobs look down cause I am jobless and high. Pushed out of my job, pushed out of my home, pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices that cause a health crisis. I'm lost, I'm violent. Don't tell me to be silent. Pushed out of my job, pushed out of my home, pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices that cause the housing crisis. I'm lost, loud and violent. Don't tell me to be silent. Victims during the housing crisis. You give two shit about the virus. Make it big off increasing prices. Cities say self-righteous characters is spineless. Don't let the time to try is full of conflict and violence. Dismissed because of defiance. I'm likely to be biased. Been stuck behind devices where I hide my shyness. Think my mind's indecisive. Decline compliance. You provide and supply us in disguise. You bias. Requires to get a license. Think enough shit to rival us. You split and divide us. Think you're fit to advise us. Commit to guide us. Work shifts to be lifeless. And almost to invite us. Can't take me the slightest. I know you wasn't the finest. I was learning to be quiet as much as I require a diet. Liars keep me quiet. Got the fire of a riot. Higher temperature than climate change. Taking fire to the tyrant. Taking fire not a giant. But I survived and I'm back. Pushed out of my job. Pushed out of my home. Pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices, cause a housing crisis. I'm lost, loud and violent. Don't tell me to be silent. Pushed out of my job, pushed out of my home, pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices that cause a housing crisis. I'm lost, loud and violent. Don't tell me to be silent. Pushed out of my job, pushed out of my home, pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices that cause the housing crisis. I'm lost, loud and violent. Don't tell me to be silent. silent, pushed out of my job, pushed out of my home, pushed out of my city. Can't afford pity. They allow raising prices that cause the housing crisis. I'm lost, loud and violent, but I survived and I'm back. Real like a black hole. Where's my background? Fair left hit at. Feel like I paid some because I'm not handsome. Make my own fandom, make my own anthems. Can you hear it? Do you fear it? Incoherent. I feel like a spirit, feel like a ghost. Conceal that I'm gross, undiagnosed. I want the most. If I die tomorrow, will they remember me as a mistake? Bad date, class tape, fat babes, rap tapes, raps, babes, eats black steak. Naps of bracelet strap on waist, but apps in my face. Maps to your place to crack a case. Backstory to erase at my base. My pad's a disgrace, so bad that it makes me glad I bought drapes. When I sat on breaks, that is my shape. Don't be sad cause of weight. Diamonds is back, crushing grapes. When I stuck in space, fuck about race. We must be lazy, cause I don't have a face. I am faceless, I am nameless, I am faithless, I am shameless, I am gracious, I am basic, I'm not famous, I'm not ageless, I am faceless, I am nameless, I am faithless, I am shameless, I am gracious, I am basic, I'm not famous, I'm not ageless, I don't have identity, just bad memories, like treachery, comrades from enemies, because of whack remedies, glad we have dispensaries, sad you'll never see, so mad you need therapy, demented, neglected, slept and rejected, army class weapons got me ass as expected. My dad's inspections made me want to smash detectives. Almost got my ass arrested on my pad I rented. Has indebted, has detected. It's a sad reflection. My ass is dependent on cash as a tenant. Man is suspected, that is accepted. Class rejected, mattress infected, status affected. Class selected, becoming wretched. Forgotten, unwanted, downtrodden, a problem. Everything is rotten, machines ain't stopping. Keys still shopping, keys still blogging. Seeds are flopping, my streams are dropping. Dreams are popping, leaves me plotting. Beats I'm chopping, beats I'm blocking. Don't have to hide, feel half alive. Laugh at what I drive when the step arrive. Little do they know I cross the vibes, have to survive and deprive. That's when I thrive, minutes go by as I spend my life in these rhymes. When is it my time to shine? Tonight, I'm right, called spite. Tall the height, walls tight, high as a kite. Might not be right in the head, so they said. Light my net, say night to friends, head right to bed. After type instead of write with pen. Finally the end, it said, hope it's read. Finally trends, society comprehends the time I spend expressing rhymes in my head. I know I sound condemned, rights I may defend. I may be on the mend, my lifestyle choice I can't recommend. Good night, now from 10. This was a lie, if this was the end. One day I'll fly, but the question is when. Faceless, I am nameless, I am faithless, I am shameless, I am gracious, I am basic, I'm not famous, I'm not ageless, I am faceless, I am nameless, I am faithless, I am shameless, I am gracious, I am basic, I'm not famous, I'm not ageless, just faceless, just faceless, just faceless, I'm faceless. they don't evict me. Life doesn't kick me, the clock is ticking. Government's failing, sirens are wailing, greed's prevailing. Zeal inhaling, zealot getting higher. Silent gun fire, laying low like a spider, peeking out. I'm tired. Waiting with urgency is a state of emergency. Currency and currency to the fate's uncertainty. A place for life and charms. Gather your arms, fear the alarms. Who are you gonna harm? Who are you gonna shoot? Who are you gonna salute? Who are you gonna loot? I am now a mood. Can't make a decision. Wishes arisen. Everyone's invented. Need a new system. Listen to wisdom. For vision. Houses. Missing headboards and collision. Closer to the end. Solar is a friend. Motors expand. So owners can spend. To counting to down. Calling for help. Succumbing from drought. Time's running